All right, let's talk about something that's on pretty much everyone's mind. How do we actually reach our full potential? We're going to dive into some really powerful ideas from John C. Maxwell's book, The 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth, to figure out how we can start taking charge of our own development. You ever just look around and wonder about this? I mean, you see some people who just seem to be constantly leveling up, always moving forward. And then there are others who feel, well, kind of stuck in the same spot, year after year. What's the secret sauce? What's the real difference between them? Well, here's the thing. It's not just about luck, and it's not just about raw talent. According to John Maxwell, the answer is intentional growth, and that's a huge idea. It means personal growth isn't something that happens by accident. It's a choice. It's something we have to deliberately and actively pursue. Now, in the book, Maxwell breaks down 15 of these laws that really govern how we grow. 15. And while we can't get to all of them today, we're going to focus on 3 of the absolute biggest ones, the ones you really need to get started on this journey, like right now. So let's kick things off with the absolute foundation of all personal development. This is the law of intentionality. It's step 1. This is the decision that everything, and I mean everything else, is built on. The core idea here is really simple, but so powerful. Just hoping you'll grow is not a strategy. Waiting around for things to just happen is like sitting in a sailboat with no wind and expecting to somehow arrive at your destination. It's just not going to work. You have to decide to grow, and then you have to actually create a plan to make it happen. So what does this actually look like in real life? Well, it boils down to 3 things. First, you have to ask yourself the big question, where do I actually want to go? You need a destination. Second, you have to make growth a daily habit. Even tiny steps count. And finally, and this is probably the most important part, you have to start now, not tomorrow, not next week. The whole journey kicks off with that one intentional step you take today. Okay, so once you've made that decision to be intentional, we move on to the second law. And this one is all about what's going on inside your own head. It's called the law of the mirror. Maxwell puts it this way, and man, this is powerful. You must see value in yourself to add value to yourself. Just let that sink in for a second. If you don't genuinely believe you are worth the effort, you'll never, ever invest the time and energy it takes to improve. Your self-worth literally sets the ceiling for your personal growth. So how do we build up that self-value? Well, it starts by just acknowledging that you have worth, period. Not because of what you do, but because of who you are. It also means you have to escape the comparison trap. Your journey is your own. Stop looking at everyone else's. And finally, taking care of yourself, physically, mentally, that isn't selfish. It's the fuel that makes all of this growth possible in the first place. Okay, so we've decided to be intentional. We're working on believing we're worth the effort. So now what? Our third law gives us the engine for action. It's called the law of the rubber band. Think about a rubber band for a minute. When is it useful? Only when it's being stretched, right? We are exactly the same way. We only grow when there's a little bit of tension in our lives. Not bad, stressful tension, but a positive, creative tension between where we are right now and where we know we could be. As soon as you get comfortable, growth stops. And this gap is where the magic happens. Look, on one side, you have who you are now. You're in your comfort zone. It's familiar, it's safe. But on the other side, that's who you could be. That's where your potential is. That's where real achievement lives. True growth only ever happens in that space in between, when you're willing to stretch yourself out of what's comfortable to reach what's possible. So let's put it all together. Here are your first steps based on everything we just talked about. Step 1, be intentional. Make that decision and then make a plan. Step 2, value yourself. You have to believe you're worth the effort. And step 3, challenge yourself. Embrace that rubber band tension and start stretching. And that all leads us to this final and honestly, most important question. Because this isn't just about learning some cool ideas. It's about doing something with them. So what is the first thing, just one small thing that you will do today to start growing? To stretch yourself, even a little bit, toward your potential. The journey starts right now.